so.
I'm still waiting for Samantha to send me my F-150.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Her account got hacked and they posted all that stuff and I was like, for real? This seems.
Yeah, I read everybody's comments about what they wanted, but I didn't see the actual post.
Yeah, going fishing.
I had two friends from high school that it happened to, exact same picture.
Well, I
Before her, she had a hard time getting the account
caught
back.
a shower this
Oh,
morning,
man.
and I'm taking both my boys.
She would change the password and whoever hijacked it would just like
And he,
immediately.
talked about cutting it, so he's got 3 or 4 pictures pulled up. So you asked him,
Y'all ready?
which one? Sometimes you just.
Recording in progress.
Meeting order, please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Alright. Don? Here. Owen, here. AJ, here. Justin has an excused absence. We'll accept someone to approve today's agenda.
I'll move to approve the agenda for today.
Second. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Tourism Director's Report.
I've only got one thing in the director's report area. This morning I received a proposal from the Enchanted Circle News about doing a local distributed map, 50,000 copies that would list the 22 or whatever businesses in the valley. I don't feel it meets our mission of driving visitors to town. I think this is more of a publication that would help people find other things around town, but it would not be a prudent use of our advertising dollars that are limited this year. We're about half of what we had to spend last year. So when I look at these kind of choices, I don't want to take money out of Dallas to do a locally distributed map, and I'll get back to her on that. But I don't think it needs to come any further. I can send it to the agency and get their permission too, but I want to let you know about that. I'll have more to fill you in on old business.
All right. So we'll move on to old business. Item A, event facility update.
All right, our temporary event facility opened, 12 days ago now? To a pretty good success. It's been well received locally by our visitors, by the artists that have played there, and by the vendors. In terms of artists, Sim Balky, when he came, was blown away at the show and the venue and the great views. They played about an extra half hour just because they were having such a great time. The Fabulous Thunderbirds, when they were here this last weekend, their comments were, this is a great venue you guys have built. It's really gonna grow, it's really nice. Our vendors, our beer vendors, Brandon and I go in and check with them, welcome them to the event, and check with them constantly throughout it. They commented that they have never been treated so well by any venue that they've worked events at. We want that reputation. That's important for us as we earn our chops, so to speak. For us to get to bigger events, to get to paid ticketed events, we have to build a reputation as a great venue that provides great service, that gives value to the vendors. The people from Downshift out of Ruidoso said they've never been to such a clean venue. I reminded them it was only 9 days old. But we're setting a tone and we're building a reputation that we need to do to get bigger events into town. Because as we know, the purpose of that event facility is to draw larger events that draw overnight visitors that replenish our lodgers tax funds. So that's moving along well. Our plan over there, we will be there through the end of July, and then for our August 1st, for that Friday, August 1st, Cool Summer Night show, we'll be back at Frontier Park. So Well,
Why would we move back to?
that, the mayor and the village manager don't want us to look like fools playing at an empty venue, and I agree with that. Obviously, if we got 125 people back here, we can't fill it with the sound, it's gonna, you know, look kinda weak. So our plan is to do the cool summer nights over there, then come back over here for Oktoberfest. We'll see how that goes. I know that a lot of the success back here is because of parking. And as soon as we move back over there, we eliminated most of our parking, so there's gonna be a challenge.
What kind of numbers were we getting over there in the first couple of concerts?
The first one, the big one, before the members weekend, that was our biggest one. That place was pretty full, and we did
Over
1,000,
wasn't it?
no, it was we did 400 wristbands, so we estimate we probably had 750, 800 people there for that first one.
Wristbands were for the drinking?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, and we just do a percentage on that.
But it's about maxed out at that 750 people.
It's
like you said.
maxed out at about 5.
So if you start
Parking
getting-
wise, it's maxed out at about 2. So the resort is expanding some parking further down. We'll try to coordinate better, getting directions to people so they don't feel frustrated and they know that they can park right across the street and get there real easy. So we'll work to make sure we don't lose people because of parking. But we're back to resort alcohol sales. I don't get to bring my vendors in because it's resort property. So that's a,
So what's the number threshold that we get to, we start hitting that 750, 800 and it's overcrowded, do you go back over here?
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't wanna turn people away from a nice Friday night show. We have a good band scheduled for this Friday. Damn Tall Buildings, they're a nationally known folk and bluegrass band. They're actually flying in, we had to hire a sound company, bring in a big sound stage and stuff. So we should have a good show this weekend, good following, good group.
For Friday night?
Yeah, for Friday night.
Here.
Yes, here. We don't move over there till August. We do
Oh,
Skate
okay.
Fest over here, everything stays over here till August. And traditionally, town starts falling off in August anyway.
Is there, some other events we could do there? Just have like cornhole tournaments or something going on over there?
Not without spending a lot of money that doesn't have any return. We know to do events that make money, we've gotta have something
I
larger.
mean, something other than just hiring bands that
Yeah.
that wouldn't have to
Yeah, we
cost so
could,
much.
and it'd be nice if we had horseshoe pits out there and we could do stuff out there. Maybe we can get a cornhole tournament next year or some other things. So Brandon's looking at those other things we can do. We've been trying to find a carnival to come to town.
Yeah.
You know, we're looking anywhere we can to try to get more events there, try to get bigger events here, and if we're going back and forth, concerts, smaller concerts over there, larger events over here, so be it. You know, however it works, we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping this builds out to the point that we are over here full-time. That's what I want big events, 750 people every Friday night.
Well, I would say this next weekend, or this coming weekend, would be a good litmus test on, like, it's not
Right,
a festival or.
It's a
July
standalone
4th, it's a
Friday concert.
standalone, and I would say if there's 600 or 700 people there, that, you know, it might not be the best move until maybe mid-August.
Yeah.
That's when we
Yeah.
start seeing a trail down, and then you have Labor Day weekend, which we've always hoped to, that would become bigger.
right.
Type of a scenario.
And Labor Day, we do have a Memorial Family Weekend, and all those events are scheduled for back here.
Okay. Well, yeah, I would definitely be interested to see what it's gonna look like this.
And we sort of, BJ and I met on about this, using last Friday's show as sort of our litmus test. And last Friday's show was 850 people. And he looked at that and said, yeah, let's stay here for next Friday. Let's think about maybe just August 1st doing it then. So it's a moving target.
Yeah, I would say look at what this Friday is, and that would give you a good idea of what maybe is gonna be a normal Friday concert
Yeah.
versus, you know, something, associated with it.
Yeah.
Cause you're not gonna have the vendors there that you had here.
No, I'm back to just the resort.
to go back to answer your question a minute ago, I'm looking at, starting to think about like what we can do back here. Movie nights, working with charities on like cornhole tournaments, and different things out there that maybe I haven't even thought of. But yes, we want to have continual things going on even now, because now we're getting into the season where it's just cool summer nights, farmers market. So I need to have some other stuff that gives people things to do, things to talk about, and like that. So yes.
And I would say that venue, one thing, you know, you did see a decrease, some people leave, but without that big tent back there, you would have saw 95% of the people leave versus you could go under the tent, wait out the little storm,
Yeah,
and then go out in a concert, you won't,
yeah, you didn't lose your crowd altogether.
you didn't use your crowd
Yeah, that worked
altogether.
great.
We lose them when the temperature drops to about 50. People running for their blankets.
What was the numbers?
Here, I got some numbers for
Yes,
you. Our opening day, which was July 4th, Friday night, 1,134 people. The following night, the drone show, July 5th, was 1,526 people. Last Friday on 7/11 was 850 people. And then last Saturday on 7/12 was 1,268. I know weather hurt us a little bit on that, but looking at, and realistically, not being my optimistic self, where I was shooting for 3,000 people, a realistic number, I think, for that, for the Fabulous Thunderbirds and the Blues Fest on Saturday would have been 2,000 people. I don't think the weather chased away more than 800 or so. So maybe I have to think back and go, all right, if our maximum draw right now for this brand new venue, even if I get a pretty good band, is about 2,000 people, and maybe a bigger band would get me 3,000 people, we have to keep that in reality. So I don't overspend drawing entertainment that doesn't justify the cost of having them there.
You gotta work up to it, I think.
Yes, exactly, we've gotta build our reputation.
With the level of bands.
And
before
we've
you
got-
jump out there and get the big name and spend a lot of money.
It'll
can't
take,
cover it.
yeah, it's gonna take a couple of years. And
Next year.
I'm just gonna have to temper my enthusiasm a little bit on those numbers. So that was my reality check this last weekend.
That gal that played before the Fabulous Thunderbirds was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And then the guy that was gonna play before.
Stanley Key.
Stanley Key, oh my God.
Stanley Key's Albuquerque musician, he'll be back a lot.
I'd go see
We're gonna
him.
get him, yeah, we're gonna get him for some more shows. He was super great guy. He played with one of the bands on Friday, and then he was supposed to have his own band play on Saturday, and they got cut because of the weather. But he took his paycheck and was happy.
He
So-
worked the crowd, so he was good.
Yeah,
In future, I mean, this was the only planned free concert for a bigger name like that.
Yes.
I mean, I know we're gonna have some other smaller ones, but the goal is to sell enough tickets to pay for the expenses. I mean, is that obviously the goal? So, I think, I mean, a few people asked me and a few people knew that it was free, and I mean, most people knew it was free, but quite a few people asked about future, you know, if they were all gonna be free. And obviously, they're gonna be priced according to the band, if we, you know, keep it at a price where the bands are paid for, but it's not too high, and so that'd be important to kind of work your way up like you're
Yep.
talking about.
Yep.
With a little, you know, name people, but not go for the Sting or the ZZ Top right off the bat.
we
Cover
actually,
band.
Yeah,
we actually had to change our advertising for the Blues Fest and for the Thunderbirds to pump up the free part of it. Make a free event bigger in the ads, cause a lot of the comments we were getting on social and stuff, how much does it cost?
For
Where
sure.
do we get tickets?
I heard
Those
that
kind
at
of
the
things.
beginning.
Because people couldn't believe it was free. So we had to put the free out there a little harder. And what it's gonna take is looking in the future, say we do get a ZZ Top up here. I think there's one Z left. we get Z up here. I need to go out and make sure our lodging providers know about those shows and those schedules, at least work closely with Resort Properties of Angel Fire and Angel Fire Resort, the two big players, to make sure that they are putting out offers to their mailing lists and their past guests and their social channels that, hey, ZZ Top's up here this weekend, and we have a lodging package for it. Come up, enjoy this, the whole thing, you know, and Owen could put, he could say, fabulous Thunderbirds package this weekend, come on up and get a free Thunderbirds ticket. Well, everybody's getting a free Thunderbirds ticket, but so, you know, whatever. But we'll need to refine our messages as we figure out what we're doing, work together a little closer, and put targeted offers in the market that we can see lodgers tax, people actually booking rooms on it.
So what kind of crowd are you familiar with the numbers for when they were in the Taos down there, like ZZ Top, Sting, those bigger names? Do you know what kind of numbers they were on?
They'll do up to 4,000 in there, and I think that's their max.
So it's not unrealistic for us to think that we could do 2,000 or 3,000 here with a name. Would it require more than that, probably, to pay for itself?
Yeah,
I guess it depends on the number.
I think it
number.
probably took Kit Carson Park a few years to get up and running too, so I think we made a big start this summer, or in the last 2 weeks.
Well, to have 1,200 and something people is, 1,268 with rain, it's pretty good, I thought.
Yeah. Moving
For a
forward.
familiar name, but not the top headliner.
No,
No,
it's also nice to know, you know, at least 6 months to 8 months in advance, who the big band's gonna be.
a lot, like for the way we got the Thunderbirds, is because they were touring this area.
Yeah.
We paid 17,000 for them, they'd normally be about 30,000. But they were playing Santa Fe the next night, and they had played in northern Texas the night before or something. So they just circuited through, and that's how we got them, and that's how we'll work with these things, with them earlier. 8 months is a long time to get a commitment on a band.
Yeah.
It's just hard for them to work up their schedules, to plug in the smaller venues. They know they're gonna play New York City in 8 months, they know they're gonna play Los Angeles in 8 months, but Angel Fire, we'll let you know in 6 months, so.
They gotta be going to Santa Fe and Denver the next day or
Right,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there are a couple days in between and,
We're good stopover location.
yeah.
So you think we'll be using Ticketmaster or anything like that? In the future for those
It might be Hold My Ticket,
Possibility.
it'll be one of those people, it'll be probably the same ones that Kit Carson Park uses, people in this area are familiar with. Ticketmaster, Hold My Ticket, whoever it is, one of those brokers.
Cheap takes.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll eventually have to do that. Then we have to learn all the stuff about refunds and contracts with the ticket brokers, and how much they handle. Yeah,
But that really reaches out to all kinds of.
It was just great having all those different vendors and the whole thing was just.
yeah, having the 4 breweries out there was really nice.
Yeah, the setup was
Different
awesome.
food trucks was nice.
I was impressed.
You know, people
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Kids were getting ice creams and,
Yeah, but that Italian ice place is popular.
Yeah,
It-
You know,
It
and-
was cold, you know.
when we were talking about this a few months ago, it was just talk. And we were hoping we'd have it done. Brandon busted his ass to get those people out there.
well, that's what I think, you know, as people know farther in advance, next time.
Yeah, next
You'll
year,
get bigger
yeah, next
turnout.
year will be a whole lot easier.
Yeah,
This weekend was a big springboard. We
It was.
proved we could do it.
you pulled it off. It
We
was
proved we could do it.
a
So,
week
yeah.
before, there was nothing there.
Nothing, yeah.
Yeah,
When I went to Charlie Crockett at Kit Carson Park on the 5th, and I tell you, it is nice having artificial turf. Like being on the grass, and you really have to watch your
It's
step.
the best decision ever.
You know, cause you all of a sudden there's like a complete drop, and if if you're not paying attention,
Yeah.
you're going down, so.
Yeah.
Plus it'd have been muddy, you'd have ruined new turf, we wouldn't have been able to pull this off with turf. There, new sod, no chance.
Yeah.
Needs half the summer to establish itself.
Yeah, exactly. We would be in a mud pit still.
And replacing that new sod that we just spent all that money on. So the investment, even though it's a lot more, is well worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think people really, there was a lot of comments about the fake grass before it started, but boy, people were sure appreciative of once they experienced it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, this is a lot nicer.
well, and it drained well, people could still get on the ground after the
Yeah.
rain stopped.
Yeah, it wasn't that wet, I mean, it drained really well.
Yeah. That's all I got.
We'll move on to item B, summer events update.
Okay, so, like I said a second ago, we're pretty much through the crazy time. So now we're getting closer to August, school starts, everybody knows we're gonna start going downhill a little bit. So this week we have, like you mentioned, a good band coming in. Farmers Market's been, I don't know if I've seen you at Farmers Markets. Farmers Market's been really good this year.
Yeah, it's
I've had a
great.
great turnout for vendors. And it's really just come down to, I actually respond to them. They said they never get responses before. So I've got a good list of vendors. Every week I have more showing up, a few leave for a few weeks, go on vacation, things like that. So Farmers Market's going good. Got Skate Fest next weekend. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna make a few changes to the area out here to make it where we're incorporating the half pipe and everything into the venue. We'll have to cut off the stage. We won't be using the stage and stuff. It'll be a little smaller venue, but it's gonna work well. I've got vendors and things like that coming. And then we're back, like I said, at Frontier Park August 1st, and then it's pretty much cool summer nights, farmers markets until Labor Day weekend. And then we're doing a new cool summer nights Friday. We're gonna have a band, gonna have Ryan Painter, the country music, Saturday night. And then Sunday afternoon, they have the run, they have a meal, they have multiple, the Wellness Center has multiple things going on that morning. And then we're doing a little concert that afternoon, just to give them something else to kind of do before everybody heads home. And then cool summer nights until Oktoberfest. I'm really gonna start pushing on getting ready for Oktoberfest now. I wanna have at least 10 to 15 art vendors. I'm gonna try to find things that actually make sense for Oktoberfest. Every beer vendor that was there this weekend wants to come back. If I want, I don't know if I need more than 4, but everybody said that they'd help me. They'd talk to people if I wanted more than that, and we'll figure that out. But I think we're good. Got the Lederhosen Junkies coming to that, so we've got some good music. I'm gonna work on some games, work on having like a kids zone, and then have games throughout with prizes and things like that. So I'm really looking, that's my next big thing is the Oktoberfest. Then we'll go into the winter, which, that's not on the agenda, so I'll move on. So any questions?
Yes, good job.
Thank you.
Great job.
For Oktoberfest, the Porsche Club, the Roadrunner Porsche Club is coming back to town. They will be doing a car show that weekend, but they're coming up here for a color tour, so we're coordinating that now. They're saying we should see 50 cars come up for that one, so we'll take that. And our advertising, we transition now in the next couple of weeks, we'll start targeting couples, traveling couples more, and back off on the family messaging, just to hit the people that are in the travel mode, which is traveling couples now, once the kids go back to school, so we switch our messaging and our target a little bit there.
Okay. Anybody else? Item C, Lodgers Tax Board vacancy discussion. I know we've talked, we're talking to a few people. We're definitely looking to maybe look for a local business owner, an operator that has tourism. Some portion of their business comes from out-of-state tourists, and so We hope to have somebody we can nominate at the next meeting so that the council can vote on that new replacement member.
Art, is Dawn are you lodging now?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
It's gonna be no problem.
So we're gonna confirm a few things like
Yeah.
that, and then we'll be able to make a decision on who the replacement member would be.
Cool.
Does anybody have any other items? This meeting's adjourned.
Thank you, everyone.
Recording stopped.
Ooh, Jeff, can we use the new roller for Brock's?
Yeah.
Is he gonna have a booth out there?
Ooh, y'all gonna have a week's group?
I mean, it's not in.
Where are you putting the arts?
I'll figure it out.
In the dirt.
Maybe in the dirt, yeah.
Owen, are you
I'm
able to
hoping I'm
sign
writing
for
a
Nancy, or would you
contract
prefer
rather
not
than
to?
booth,
I'm sorry, it's
Fair enough.
Martha,
But,
right?
uh,
Are you able to
yeah,
sign
I
for
just,
the secretary?
I'm just joking, but no, we might use it for
I
Brock's.
don't know.
yeah, exactly.
I can,
Fine,
we can have somebody
yeah.
else.
Maybe have,
And
I would
may
have
do
Justin,
something
because
periodically
he's the one that
with
did
it,
the
but-
notes.
Well, I
but
could
he
work
wasn't
with,
here today.
Well, there's
no,
this one
Is that Justin?
back there, but.
Cameron.
No,
also
Justin's
has
not
a
here.
Valley,
Okay.
Angels has like a kid
All right,
zone,
we can
so
wait on it
we're
then.
No, he has a
Not better.
space on here.
Doing something like that,
Yeah.
have a volunteer with her or something like that. I don't know, I bet there's something.
I've just been having the
When you
public asking
got
about your guys'
yesterday, I was like,
minutes.
ooh,
Yeah,
you
That's
got,
fine.
we have to use that.
absolutely. That's what I got.
If you don't
for
want to,
this.
it's perfectly fine.
I mean, I could sign
Someone
for
can
her.
use
So,
this.
yeah.
You mean to sign in her space?
If you're okay with that, if not,
Well, I got
it's
one.
whatever you're comfortable
You
with.
have her. AJ, can
Just to
you
have-
sign since Nancy's not here, can you sign?
Because it's available
Name is,
for
scratch her name out, put
whoever
your
wants
name.
to use
Is
it.
that right?
There you go.
If that's okay, or you could just do AJ4.
Should something out there would be a.
Like,
Is your name not AJ? Okay, just AJ4, your secretary.
under the name where it says Nancy, just scratch out the AJ or.
For
Yeah, just
sure.
AJ for Nancy.
Oktoberfest, we had one last year, let's but that might be something.
Don't read it, AJ, it's not necessary.
I don't know.
If you're signing, you can read it.
Cause it took,
Women's prison, youth
it took a lot to have.
We should
enough
probably wait for Justin on this one.
That's okay,
He's on
that's
there.
fine.
There's always stuff, but no, I
Thank you, AJ.
Don, good to see you.
Nancy's still your secretary though, right?
She's quit, she resigned.
Oh, you guys don't have one at all?
No.
That's a rough
Okay.
claim to.
So what we'll do is when we get a new member, then we'll elect somebody to be secretary. Oh, you need to sign that actually above, on that line.
I already signed it, it's too late.
Yeah, I'll sign it above.
All right, sir.
There we go.
Thank you.
So what blood type are you?